But there are so many options, and for people to say, "Oh, don't blow up that spot because you're out here cooking and out your car and you're setting up for the day." Morning, everybody. Just wanted to have a little chat about stealth parking and such. I was reading a little Reddit post about someone cooking in a parking lot, and a lot of people were bashing, saying, "Oh, don't blow up that spot," and I got a few words to say about that. A Home Depot or a Lowe's parking lot is not a lot to be blown up. You should not be sleeping in those parking lots anyway. There's so many other better places to park rather than a Lowe's or a Home Depot, or you just cannot choose those locations. I'll pull up and I'll make sandwiches. I'll cook in a Lowe's or a Home Depot. I'm not blowing up that spot. So I just feel that there's more better options. There's more better options. And those options are, I use neighborhoods all the time. You go find a residential street, a side street where you're parking on the side, where you're not in front of someone's house, or if you don't feel comfortable there, I've found parking garages. I've found hospital parking lots. Those are perfect. If you want to try hotel parking lots, now the trick with hotel parking lots, you have to make sure you're not parking in paid parking, because some hotels now charge, say, $10 a night for guests to park. So you need to kind of do your research and find out where you're parking. A lot of Marriott locations, they charge for parking. But if say you're living in your car, you should kind of know the area. So you shouldn't, these should not be issues as far as blowing up spots. Cracker Barrels and Walmarts, and not every Walmart lets you park there. Not every business lets you park there. But, you need to become independent and not like flock to where everybody is at. Don't be that person. I'm the person that's off by myself. I'm nowhere near anybody else. Yes, I'll park at a Walmart. Yes, I'll park, somewhere where other people are parking if it's a popular spot where it's not going to get blown up. It's a well-accepted spot. That's totally different. But there are so many options, and for people to say, "Oh, don't blow up that spot because you're out here cooking and out your car and you're setting up for the day," that business owner may ask you to move on or whatever. But for the most part, you have to, there's ways to help you blend in. And that is keeping a clean car, a car that doesn't look cluttered, a car that looks well taken care of. Wash your car, clean your car. Don't, I understand everybody can't have a newer car. My car's 15 years old right now. I have an older car. I don't have a newer car, but I kept it clean. You're missing a hubcap, go find a hubcap. You get the things off your windows. Don't have a bunch of stickers on your car. Don't stand out. You want to fit in. If you roll up in a neighborhood at 10 o'clock at night and you got just stickered up and you got junk all in your car, and someone drives by and they see tons of crap on your dash, yeah, you may get a call. Someone may be knocking later on that night telling you to move on. But guess what? Don't cause yourself any problems. you can avoid 99% of this stuff. Just be smart about it. Don't go into the situation unprepared. Be prepared to move. Don't be, buck naked in the back. Don't, be ready to move. You have to be prepared. So to all those haters out there saying you're going to blow up a Lowe's parking lot, we're not going to be able to park there again. Well, you shouldn't be parking there to begin with, unless it's a 24-hour parking lot and you can blend in and you can roll up and hop in the back. This isn't, causing a scene. You're rolling up and you're just opening doors and slamming doors and no. You got it all wrong. The whole stealth aspect is stealth. You have to be unseen. Don't let people see you. Roll up late. Turn your lights out. No messing around. No, just roll up, get in the back, and go to sleep. And however you can get that to make that work, you're going to have to make it work. But priority number one, you need to get your car clean. I can't say this enough. I've seen so many people on the road. There's a lot to be said for minimalism. You have to reduce the amount of junk you have. You're gonna have to consolidate. You're gonna have to, I've seen people's dashes. Oh my gosh, it is crazy town. I can't imagine just living in that clutter. You're gonna have to get rid of things. Tuck things in the console, tuck things in the floorboard. You're gonna have to tuck things inside the seat or beside the seat, in your pockets. You're gonna have to learn to be creative on making your car look normal, okay? I have shades that I can pull over, and so when someone's driving by, it just looks dark in here and the front is totally open. I do have a hat on the dash. Now, is that clean? No. I do think about it sometimes. Maybe I should get that hat off of there, and I may change that up. Instead of me having this big old straw hat that I like to wear, I may just have to get a little foldable hat and throw in my clothes bag, and that way I have a shade hat when I'm hiking or something. I just don't like those shade hats. They're just so I like my big straw hat. It provides a lot of shade. It's really cool. So I may have to change that and get that off the dash. But other than that, I got a normal looking front passenger, front, everything. I don't keep a lot of junk on my dash. So I just wanted to give that bit of advice for anybody looking to stealth park. Just heed that advice. Don't stand out. So I'm gonna butter me up some bread, and I'm gonna have my jambalaya, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna eat lunch.